But she also, she moves out to the edge on issues. She tries to help us think through where we should go into the future. And for instance, in our society, we have a lot of a propensity to victimize people. And we've been discussing this whole issue in our caucus. And Libby is reminding us that it's very important to start to think about issues like the sex trade, and instead of criminalizing people who are in it, start to understand the life that they lead, and to realize that criminalizing that kind of activity is not the way to go, or people who are dealing with drugs, that criminalizing drug use is not the way to go. And in that sense, Libby's on the leading edge of a lot of these issues. When you think back to things like the needle exchange and some of these other initiatives here in the city, Libby's had a certain degree, I would say an enormous degree of courage, because the issues that she takes on aren't always popular. People come to understand them later, but at first sometimes there's quite a risk. But what I want to appreciate here tonight is that the people in Libby's community have always stuck with her every step of the way. And I think there's something special about the relationship that Libby has with the people of this riding and of this community that says a lot. I think if I were to boil it down to one word, it would be respect. I think Libby has an enormous respect for the people that she represents. She thinks about them all the time. When she speaks, she's speaking for them. And I think that in return, her constituents have an enormous amount of respect for her. And I think that after 25 years, it's pretty remarkable to be able to say that that respect is still just as strong as it was on the very first time that she was elected. So Libby, on behalf of the caucus, on behalf of 100,000 New Democrats across the country, on behalf of 2.5 million people who voted New Democrat, although I didn't get to consult with each of them before I came here, I'm sure they will agree with me. We are so glad that you're in the House of Commons and we celebrate your 25 years.